Okay, and after that introduction, I suppose the best way to kick this whole adventure off would be to explain to you what it is that I'm eating for dinner tonight. Because, okay, I'll preface this by mentioning that January has been an experimental month for myself. I started out, I can go into a long backstory about my eating habits and how I've neglected to take care of myself over the years and sort of, been able to outwork a bad diet, in a sense, up until, the last few years. As you get into your later 20s, you start to realize that your diet absolutely affects how you feel and how you look in turn. But so basically, what I did was I made a decision to discipline myself because I noticed that if I take a militant, focused approach to my diet after the research that I've been putting in on, macronutrient compositions and dieting down, I've learned that you have to be at a deficit in order to actually lose weight and get to the weight that you want to be at. So, to be honest, I started out the year literally on New Year's Eve. So, I started my actual regiment on the 26th of December. And it basically was a 40-40-20 macronutrient ratio, which means essentially 40% of my nutrients came from carbohydrates, 40% of my nutrients came from protein, and 20% came from fats. And so I started that off at the beginning of the year, 4 meals per day, kept it moderate around, 350 to 400 calories per meal. And on January 1st or December 31st, I weighed in at 196 pounds. Yeah, which is, fairly heavy for a guy at my size in particular. And it's not the weight that I want to be at, nor was I happy at. And a lot of it was visceral fat. My body doesn't store fat typically on the exterior of my muscles or my, skeletal structure, any of that. A lot of it's on the inside, so it's pretty well disguised, so I can get away with it. But so I started this regimen, and I'm happy to say that to this day I weighed in, and I am officially 177 pounds as of this morning. But I've been able to maintain my muscle mass and activity level. I've been lifting, I've been running. I do 2-a-days. I'm pretty intense and adamant about my workout regimen, but the diet has made all the difference in the world. I feel much better. I feel cleaner. I feel more embracing of life and different opportunities. Like, for instance, a month and a half ago, I probably would never even have done a video about that. But anyways, long story short, if anyone has any questions, obviously I'm rambling, but if anybody has any questions, let me know. Currently, it's not for the faint of heart, the current diet that I'm actually on. Canned salmon from Trader Joe's. I put a little bit of habanero salsa in there and some 21 seasoning salute. But it gets the job done in a pinch. I've learned how to cook. I've got a great roommate who taught me all the basics on cooking, preparing chicken, turkey. I eat all the lean meats and I keep it pretty dialed in as far as consistency with protein and veggies. But, basic setup, basic premise is, I started out with rice, but the basic premise now is basically greens, greens and lean meat, moderate portions every 4 hours. And I feel like that is enough to keep me satisfied and also, what's the word I'm looking for? With proper nutrition. Like, I feel full and I feel like I'm getting substantial food as I work out still and do cardio and whatever else. But it's not necessarily for the faint part. I eat salmon out of a can, and I eat basically broccoli from a bag in a pinch. But if I have time, I'll meal prep, and I'll do, turkey or chicken every single day. Really. And I'll allow myself one cheat day, like every now. every 10 days, but I literally went the first 35 days without cheating. So anyways, long video. If you do watch this, thank you. But if not, anyways, just wanted to fill you in. And that's it. Have a good day.